How's it going, guys? As most of you have heard, we've recently had a local driver sentenced to jail time. There's some, I don't know, inconsistencies in the story. Regardless, he's in jail now. There's a couple things in the story I would like to go over, and it's weird because you always hear these stories, but they're usually never someone you know. Mo was around back in the old days. A few of us would hang down at the Canton Airport. It's like they always say when you hear these stories, he seemed like such a nice guy. I was reading over the story, and there's a couple of things in here that I want to point out. First, at this part, okay, according to Bickus, let's see if I can get this to work here. Let's try that one more time. Okay, he is the prosecutor. But I don't know, the story just sounds weird. Like this part here, the woman went back inside the bar, and when that didn't work, she got back in the car. Now, Mo did dispute that part. To me, that's a weird thing. If you're an Uber driver, it's bar closing time. We're normally not going to go pick somebody up, drop them back in the bar because her story was, I don't know, whatever, and wait. Like I said, it doesn't matter. A jury found him guilty of these charges. There's some stuff here. The woman says she was panicked and crying as they continued to drive around. And this, I know she was in the front seat. Maybe her phone didn't work. I don't know. It seems like if you're in a car and somebody's driving you and you're getting panicked, you would dial 911. If they're not driving fast, jump out the car. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Some other parts of the story, and this is a big one for us. I want to get back to this, that she didn't put in her destination. That's one of the things I want to talk about. I want to talk about some of the things that we need to do as drivers. And this goes back to that, don't let the passengers dictate to you. If they're going to get in and say they don't have a destination, well, I have to have a destination. Oh, I'll just tell you where to go. I have to have a destination. What I tell people a lot of times, if they don't have a destination, don't want to put one in, hey, the way this works is I may get another ride request along the way. So Uber needs to know where I'm going. I don't have to tell them that, but a lot of times in these situations, it's easier just to give someone else a reason that doesn't really sound like you have an ulterior motive or, whatever. If they still don't want to do it, then, okay, I'm sorry, without a destination, I can't take you where you need to go. I have to have it entered. Sorry, get out my car. Bye. So, guys, that's one of the safety things we need to do as drivers. If they don't have a destination, as soon as they get in the car, okay, I need your destination so I can put it in. Oh, I'll just tell you where to go. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. I have to have a destination. Well, my last driver let me do it. Well, he was doing it wrong. Sorry, I have to have a destination. If they can't accept that, guys, get out. Because at this point, if they don't want to give you a destination after you've nicely asked them, they're already going to one-star you low anyway. So that's one of the safety things I wanted to say. Like I said, for us, guys, make sure you have a destination for them. Guys. Well, even with the story, with all the inconsistencies and whatever, this is the killer right there. DNA from semen found on her clothing matched. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm going to call him Mo. Could this have been a consensual thing like he's saying? I don't know. According to the jury, it wasn't, and that's all that matters. Guys, this drives me crazy. If you're doing Uber and you meet some woman and she's coming on to you and you think maybe this is the woman of my life, I'm going to marry this woman, it doesn't matter. If you're that into her, you think she really likes you, and maybe she's this perfect woman, I'm not even saying I agree with this, but if you feel like you absolutely want to have maybe a relationship with this woman, ride's over. Don't ask for her number. Here's my number. Call me tomorrow. cover your ass, guys. Don't be stupid. I don't, excuse my language here. I don't care if she's biggest tits and wants to blow you right there in the car. Maybe that's what happened in this case. And look where he's at now. Then it becomes a matter of he said, she said. Um, I hear a lot of us talk about dash cams. I personally don't have one. I go back and forth on it. I look at it as a, if I want one, I kind of want one that's also going to point inside. Those things cost a lot of money. Anything I would do at Uber, I always say, okay, how many rides do I have to get to pay for it? That's the way I look at it. It's probably worth it. That's something I want to look into a little bit more. But if this was the case, reading this story, and guys, I'll post a link to the story at the bottom of the video if you want to read it for yourself. If it was consensual sex, I don't think she would have been cool with, okay, go ahead and leave that camera on you get up there and let's record this. If it was consensual, he was stupid. That's all I got to say. That was stupid, guys. So, guys, I would like to know your opinions on dash cams, what you do to keep yourself out of these situations. It's a fear. I had a fear of this once with this woman. She was so drunk. And she's sitting over in the seat next to me. And this was a long ride from Akron to Cleveland. And she's like, oh, look at these. Don't you like my big titties? And my husband doesn't appreciate them. Yeah, this is going on. Every time she tried to say something, I would just change the subject of, oh, so what band did you go see tonight? And, you know, but in those situations, that's where it becomes he said, she said. I saw also post for some video, I'm sorry, for some dash cams that face outwards but have audio. I would like to see how that would work, because I know even if you get one that faces inside, then you got to have infrared. But even if you have an audio recording, that could help a lot. There was another story, and I'll see if I can find it and post a link, where fortunately this guy had a recording because the woman, I don't know if he like didn't want to take her or something. She was being a bitch. And she was threatening, well, I'm going to report you that you were trying to rape me, this and that. And it was all bogus bullshit. But if he didn't have it recorded and she would report it at the Uber, guess what? That guy would have been out of a job. His life would have been ruined. So, guys, you know, I'm kind of tired. Sorry, I didn't mean to go this long. I'll post a link for the story. Be smart. I want to hear what you guys are doing to stay smart, to stay out of these kind of situations. And that's about it, guys. So I hope you all are driving and having a safe time out there tonight. And hopefully I'll see you guys all soon.